everyone. How are y'all all doing? We just wanted to do an introductory video to give y'all an idea of who we are. My name is Lynn.
I'm Vinoy.
And this is unYOGA. And we just wanted to, I guess, give y'all a little description about why we picked that name and let y'all know what kind of information and what kind of videos you're going to find on this channel, and give y'all a little bit of a background of how we each found our journey to yoga. And so I will go first. I am 41 years old, and by the way, this is my mother.
Hey.
So this is a family affair. I started yoga, oh gosh, off and on, probably very loosely off and on about 20 years ago, but then started it on a daily basis in 2015. I had 9 herniated discs in my lumbars and my neck. You can see my little scar from my surgery there. When I did this 100-day yoga challenge, the pain that I had every day in my lumbars, which started at 15 with the herniations, after I did this 100-day yoga challenge, that pain actually subsided, and nothing else helped that. No injections. I used to get sedated for all these different injections and procedures and neurotomies that I had done. I had done acupuncture, traction, chiropractic, you name it, I had done it. I had done things in facilities that were disguised as churches because the FDA did not approve the procedures. I mean, I had tried everything. And yoga actually made me feel better than anything else I had ever tried. Unfortunately for my neck, my spine was actually curved 65 degrees in the wrong direction, and it was crushing my spinal cord. So I ended up having to have neck surgery, and I had to have a rod and metal plates put in. But I've had no pain ever since. Surgery about a year and a half ago, I developed this crippling fear of doing any sort of yoga or exercise or anything like that because I was afraid I would strip the bolts. And so about 3 months ago, I started hurting again in my lower back. And through a lot of, self-pep talk and pep talk from my mom and my friends, I have decided to get back on this yoga journey, and I feel like I'm starting all over at zero. And I was almost finished with my yoga teacher training before I had this neck surgery, and I had gotten into a lot of poses that I never thought I would be able to do before my neck surgery, and now I feel like I'm starting all over. And I made a really raw and vulnerable post on Facebook, and I was so shocked, surprised, and tearfully moved by how many people are out there with chronic pain who have tried everything and who are tired of taking pain pills and who wanted to try something, even if it just meant a very slight stretch, a very slight movement that might help them feel better. And my mom had been talking, she used to have a yoga studio, and due to familial obligations, she's no longer able to leave the house. And she wanted to start a channel where she was able to reach those people that used to come to her studio. And so we just decided that we wanted to start this channel to reach people who are maybe too afraid to go to the studio, or who are not able to get out of the house and go to the studio due to other obligations. And so this is really scary for us.
Or just shy. There's so many people like myself that just feel intimidated by the big yoga studios.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I mean, I'm obviously not a skinny girl. I don't fit the stereotype.
And neither do I.
Yeah.
I'm 61.
Yeah, of going to a yoga studio. A lot of people, I think, have a preconceived stereotype of what you have to look like in this mold that you have to fit into in order to do yoga.
And it's so not true.
We want to show people that you don't have to fit that in order to do yoga. It is for everybody. If you can barely bend over and put your hands on your knees and you just start doing that,
that's yoga.
Every day for a year, you're eventually going to be able to touch your feet.
It's just movement.
Yeah.
It's just movement. But you want to make sure that you're not hurting yourself.
Exactly.
If you do have chronic back issues or anything like that, you do want to get permission from your doctor before you start a yoga program. We are not experts. We are not masters. We just have a lot of friends out there who know nothing about yoga and just want to see what it's like, what some of the poses are like. So we're just putting some easy flows on here, some very gentle movements that you can do. Anytime anything starts bothering you or hurting, just stop. I mean, you control your own yoga journey. Just because we say bend over and touch the floor and it causes you any discomfort whatsoever, stop. Don't bend over and touch the floor.
Right. A little bit of discomfort is okay, but anything that causes pain, you should never do.
Yoga doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, anything that causes pain is just going to be bad for you later on. You just want to do, it enough to where if you keep doing it every day, you're going to progress in a month or two.
And it's surprising how quickly you'll progress.
It really is.
Your flexibility will increase. But one of the main benefits, I think the reason people do yoga, the reason I started doing yoga is because I'm a very anxious type of person. I have a type A personality, and I needed something to calm and ground and center me. And I tried yoga and found out that it was the answer to my prayers, because with yoga, you're concentrating on what you're doing right there in that moment. You're not worried about the past and you're not fearful about the future. And you're just thinking about right then, and it carries on into the rest of your day. I like to do a little yoga in the morning to wake me up and energize me, and then do different routines at night to calm me down and settle me. And we're going to put a lot of different videos, yoga videos on here, but it's unYOGA because we may throw in a little Pilates. We might talk about a self-improvement book. There's so many things. Essential oils. We love essential oils, and we might want to show you some recipes about that, or how to diffuse some, or if it's flu season, how to use your oils, or herbs. We love herbal teas.
Anything health and wellness outside of, Western medicine, really. Anything throwing it back 2,000 years. Anything really that what we feel like God put on this planet for us to heal ourselves. That's what we are both very into. That's how Mom raised us, and we feel like society as a whole has just
chemicals.
Yeah, we've just taken to convenience with everything in our lives, and investing chemicals and convenience, and that also includes medication. Anytime anything's wrong with us, we just want to go to the doctor and get a pill to fix it, and that may fix it a little quicker. But if we go to something homeopathic, you're able to usually fix it that way, but it may take a little longer. So we really want to encourage people, do the research yourselves. We're not doctors by any means. But we really want to encourage people to kind of maybe broaden their horizons in that aspect, and do their own research, and just educate themselves on the plant medicine and the medicine that Mother Earth provides. And one of those being yoga, which is kind of the oldest exercise regimen in the world. It's been around for thousands of years.
So. A lot of people think yoga has to do with a religion.
It doesn't.
It does not at all. It only has to do with the movement in your body. It may have started out as a way for people to tune their bodies up so that they could sit in prayer longer. But now it's turned more into like an exercise routine that you can do to keep yourself limber. And also, I suffer from lower back pain, and I find if I go 2 days without yoga, and my sister is the same way, if we go 2 days without yoga, we're going to start getting that achy lower back where it just feels like a big bruise, and you feel like nothing's comfortable.
Doing a
few yoga twists and stretches, and they're so simple. We're going to have a lot of different videos that you can look at and choose from. You can see the times and see how much time you have. We're going to have long ones. We're going to have short ones. We're going to have some more difficult ones. We're going to have some very, very simple, easy ones for the ultimate beginners. We're also going to put up a video that shows each pose. This is not a flow for you to do. It's just if you're very beginning at yoga, you can just watch this video and it shows you what tree is, and it's going to show you what warrior one is, and you can look at it and kind of get an idea so that later on when you're looking at the videos, you'll already be familiar with these poses.
Yeah, and a lot of videos that we do together, I'll show like the variation poses so that if you're absolute beginner or like maybe you
Moderation.
just are very, very tight.
Yeah,
and so you can watch me and see that like I'm really tight, and it's very difficult with me because of all the issues I have in my back and the arthritis issues. I have to do variations and modifications, and so the ones that we do together, you'll just watch what I do. So anyway, we're really excited, and we hope that y'all will try at least 2 or 3 times a week to just do, you know, if you can only do 5 of the poses in some of the videos, and the rest of the time
you did 5 poses.
You have to drop down into child's pose. That's 5 more poses than you did last week.
That's
so
right.
if you just start out, like that's all we ask.
Get
start
up and
doing
move
something, and we're hoping that by bringing this to you in the comfort of your living room or your bedroom or your office, you know, take a break and do it in your office. That's really important, to get up out of your office chair and do some movement for 15 minutes here and there. So anyway,
and I just want to say, hey, all my yogis, I'm going to do our really long routine and put it up next week so y'all feel just like you're back in the studio.
And just know that we're just as uncomfortable as you guys, because we are no YouTube stars or sensations, and this is very uncomfortable for us to even put ourselves out there like that, because we know that we don't look like all the other yogis that have videos out there. So show us some love by doing this with us.
Push like and push subscribe.
Yeah, or share our videos so that we know
to keep doing this.
So we know somebody's watching, okay?
And I have rheumatoid arthritis
putting videos up
in my shoulders and my arms. So there's even a lot of the routines, poses that are very uncomfortable for me, or that I literally simply cannot do. But we'll just get through it.
Yeah.
Just remember, we are not experts. There's a million YouTube channels. Just please, I just want everybody to find the yoga that's right for you, and just do it, because 3 times a week will change your body. 5 times a week will change your life.
Hey, and I wanted to add too that, you know, you'll discover that I'm a TMI kind of person, and there was a time when I first discovered that I had autoimmune issues, and before I stopped eating gluten, which was a big trigger for my autoimmune issues, that I had no range of motion, that I could not wipe. I couldn't wipe, and I couldn't open the lid on a water bottle. That's how bad my arthritis was. And that was when I was like 34, 35. I'm 41 now. So I know that there's hope. I know that there's things that you can do. So I know what it feels like when you think that your body has quit on you and that you've gone downhill. I know what that's like. Trust me. And I know that there are things that you can do. I know that there are answers. And I hope that you will have hope and have faith and open up your mind to figuring out what those answers are. I'm not saying it's yoga. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I hope that you will use yoga as a tool to hopefully add in with some other things to find solutions other than Western medicine to hopefully make yourself feel better.
Or let us know also what you want to see. If there's something particular you want us to do a routine on, just let us know and we'll figure it out. We'll do the research. If there's a topic you want us to talk about, a book that maybe is a self-help book that you think we would enjoy, just recommend it so that we can get it and study it. We just love all this kind of stuff. And for people who want to improve themselves from the inside out, from your thoughts all the way down to your toes, that's just how we are, and that's what we work on every day. And we want you to do that too. And we also love giving to others. and we want everybody out there to learn to fill themselves with joy so that they can give that joy to others. That's the most important thing. I believe we were put on this earth to do for others. And I'm so excited about this journey we're about to take together. So excited. We can't even sleep. We're so excited.
Be sure to follow us. You'll see our links at the end of this video. And be sure to read the disclaimer on our YouTube page and our Facebook page. We can't wait to see y'all. So excited.
Namaste.